So this is my speech. I have 1, 2 on FaceTime, and 2 sitting right there. So, animals in entertainment have touched the hearts of children and adults everywhere. Historical films such as Lassie, Mr. Ed, Marley and Me have all made us laugh, cry, and taught us valuable lessons. Equally, zoos have had impacts on communities and conservation endeavors. More commonly, in today's age of technology, we are more readily define negative responses to animal husbandry than positive. Perceptions that influence individuals through social media about films, zoos, and other forms of animal and entertainment are often portrayed as unsanitary, inhumane, and unregulated places. As we scroll through our social media feeds, we stumble upon a 5 to 10 second video of an animal being mistreated in captivity. We never read the investigation report after the video is released. The majority of the United States citizens do not recognize the federal guidelines and regulations that must be followed by an animal care facility. We as a society are not educated on these matters and do not understand or realize the impact a 10 to 5 second video has on a facility's public image. In 2018, a video recorded at the Big E, a large agricultural fair held in Massachusetts each year, went viral on multiple social media sites. The video depicted an employee pulling a camel by a lead attached to the camel's face halter to get it to stand up, just like this picture here. People protested for the Big E to close the petting zoo, animal rides, and circus based off of this video alone, because they had perceived this bad moment as the common treatment of animals at this event. The Massachusetts Society for the Prevention of Animal Cruelty, commonly known as the MSPCA, investigated the circumstances in the video and found there were no violations of the animal cruelty statute. MSPCA officer Melissa Harvey told Western Mass News, Officer Harvey stated he wasn't being abusive to it in any way, he wasn't hitting it, and wasn't being extremely rough. This is an example of social media misleading the public about cases perceived by average citizens. Average citizens also do not analyze the footage that they see on social media. They do not recognize the manipulation of footage to show only a biased point of view. The Tiger King is a popular Netflix series. This series shows the care for these massive felines in captivity and how they are treated. Also, it shows how one person thinks that Joe Exotic's zoo is not functioning properly and they are abusive to these animals. Once again, this is not the case. So this is the picture of a tiger and Joe Exotic, and it's called the Tiger King. These animals are loved by Joe Exotic and the staff, but one video taken by one person ruined the zoo's credibility. Each exhibit at a zoo has a plaque. This plaque shows the different conservation efforts and how you can participate in these organizations to help these species. The Bronx Zoo posts summer camps, field trips, and different experiences to show people how animals not only benefit the earth, but how they benefit humans. The Bronx Zoo advertises a junior scientist summer experience to middle school students, where through fun and exciting visits from animal guests, exhibits, inquiry-based activities, and more, your camper will learn about the different Wildlife Conservation Society scientists are doing to conserve wildlife. Zoos are one of the very few places where scientists can study animals in a controlled environment. Comparison studies of animals raised in captivity to their wild counterparts are vital to conservation and species management. Without zoos, this type of research would not be possible to obtain, and wildlife species would suffer. No animals were harmed in the making of this film. Any film with animal actors must receive this seal from the American Humane Association. According to the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals organization, also known as PETA, Animals Actor article, this seal is an empty promise that has no enforcement. This is also not the case. Film production involving any animal actor must be monitored by a safety representative to ensure the strict guidelines are adhered to. Any film not in compliance is given a monitored unacceptable listing in their production credits and violations in the Criminal Welfare Act are reported to the authorities. The Animal Welfare Act is regulated by the United States Department of Agriculture's Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service, also known as APHIS. There are regulations involving the treatment of animals in research, exhibition, transport, and dealers, covering concerns of human interaction with animals, nutrition requirement, and physical needs. APHIS inspectors, as well as state and local authorities, are required under the Animal Welfare Act to conduct inspections and report findings of any organization in violation of this federal law. The National Research Council has outlined the nutritional requirements for zoo species that the USDA uses as a guide when inspecting zoos. Regulating animal welfare in the entertainment industry is a cooperative endeavor with strict laws and with overlap from many interested parties to ensure the welfare of the animal is being maintained. Flipper, Lassie, Mr. Ed, Coco, and Zaboomafoo. All of these animals you may recognize as the beloved animals we've seen in film, zoos, and entertainment. Animals have been part of the entertainment industry long before Lassie barked on our TV screens and will continue to be a part of this industry for the foreseeable future. Animals in zoos, film, and other forms of entertainment are healthy, treated fairly, and given the best care possible. Despite social media blitz, a 5 to 10 second video may cause uneducated individuals to believe otherwise. We must educate our fellow Americans on this regulation and intense monitoring that the animal welfare industry is subjected to. To ensure animal welfare is monitored at all times, the next time you're scrolling through your Twitter feeds and you stumble upon a 5 to 10 second video, remember this. Videos are biased. They do not go unnoticed by the authorities, and animal welfare is taken very seriously in our country. All animals in entertainment are federally protected, and violators will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.